Hello and welcome. This is Diana and you are watching Holistic Vibes. This is going to be just a general reading, what you need to, what your current situation is, what you need to keep in lookout for, and an overall just kind of a heads up, right? So healing the heart could be a focus for today. Going through, and maybe that's something that you've been working on, right? Figuring out, like, how do you celebrate you? How do you bring a like-minded tribe together? You could be seeing a lot of 323, and it's kind of like a counterbalance to, like, the things that have been holding you in, like, your old self, right? Like holding you in an old story that isn't even relevant. It's like kind of like, okay, that's watching a story or watching like a channel and then identifying an old story that happened like 4 years ago or 9 years ago, and you're trying to pick up on energy that is keeping you in a loop. Right? And so, like, it's taking courage to get out of that state of being, you know, and release literally, like, because it's exhausting. It's tiring, right? It's time for an actual transformation and a breakthrough. And it's time for you to, like, actually get on a higher timeline and heal those aspects of yourself that have been keeping you away from the Divine Mother and from your highest timeline, right? And it's taken a lot of, it's a big act of trust, of understanding that, like, everything is unfolding just the way it needs to, that you need to release the heaviness in your shoulders and get into your high heart and ask yourself, like, what else am I still missing from this, right? What strength, what opportunity do I still need to do? What is the next leg of this journey? Like, give me the insight, right? Allow me to be separated from the illusion, like in meditation and grounding and getting into a higher state of being, right? Like feeling better. Releasing, like, the self-cruelty, the self-deprecation, the internal dialogue that just keeps us in a vibration of lack, right? And then laying those new foundational seeds of wisdom, like the vision of what is coming next, right? Where your intuition is leading you to, your dreams, your hopes, your desires, your destiny, like spelling out with fruition, with true understanding without a doubt, like what you desire to bring into the fruition of your lifetime, right? No longer like being tied to the past stuff and no longer allowing the body to hold on to those energetic frequencies that are keeping you in a loop, right? And so you may be going out into the world looking for like-minded people, like-minded soul family, people that are having the same evolutionary journey as you, and allow and write what is really holding back your throat chakra, right? Dance in the rain if you can, play in the water, allow yourself to, like, cleanse and clear your body completely, no longer even resonating with the old. Right? I would like more understanding between courage and celebration and what they need to know. There will be justice if there have been financial blocks. If somebody has been impeding you, understand everything is a life lesson and allow divine justice to bring in new, right? A new perspective, a new point of surrender. Whether or not it's the toxicity or the karma or the addictions or, you know, obsession, internal dialogue of like beating a dead horse, right? Thinking of the same thought 100,000 times, and instead like leaning into detachment, allowing yourself to release anything that somebody else pushed onto you, right? Because it's very, honestly, it's sucky that lower vibrational beings have chose to be the incarnate light for like a lot of the 33s, but part of it is you had to clear out a lot of like karma and a lot of you had to make a lot of amends, right? You had to choose, even though people chose to continue in karmic cycles, right? Like you had to choose a higher vibrational plane to operate out of. And so you just allowed them to accrue the karma that they need to accrue, but you choose a higher timeline continuously. And so it might be exhausting, right? It could be frustrating because here you're like, yo, how many more times do we have to keep talking about the same exact cycle, right? Where like I'm antsy, I'm agitated. I want to like be the butterfly already. Like I'm done, right? And so like it's all about like the trust. It's all about the releasing and letting go, the journey of like your own foundation, of your own fruition, right? You allowing like your highest timeline to come into being, because it is going to be something where you're no longer going to be unmotivated, right? You're no longer going to be in fear and anxiety. You're no longer going to be in doubting your intuition. You are going to like communicate clearly your hopes, your wants, your desires, and you're no longer going to play small. It's kind of like you stepping into the God within you energy, and it's going to truly help change and transform the collective consciousness because you're moving into this energy. So I'm going to leave that there. If something in this resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you are looking for a session or a healing or a reading, I only read single person, so it's all about you and your own development and your future on how it's unfolding, right? And where maybe there's some blind spots. That's the way I read. I am a seer, right? So we stick to my strength. I tell you what I see and we go from there. So I hope you feel a little bit lighter through this reading. They just said there's something with the strength in the journey. Sorry, there's more messages coming. And you're going to have visions. You're going to have visions of what this new foundation looks like, right? Like the way the people look, the way you want your work to feel, the way you want to move in the world. And the world is going to start reflecting that, right? But you have to consciously be aware of the vibration you're putting out, right? And the world is going to show you assholes, right? Because it's going to want to say, are you going to flip out? Are you going to respond to this person? Or are you going to demand that they raise their frequency and that they choose a higher timeline? And it's that simple. And so, yeah, that's the process in it. That's it. That's it. Anything else? As you move forward, remember you are the phoenix, right? You are in transmutation. And so the collective is in transmutation. So in this rebirthing phase, like in this shift into summer, right? Like allow the success of what you desire to come into being, right? 2934 might be something, 11-7. Somebody may want to gamble. I don't know. That's what they just said. So release the stuff that's keeping you stuck, and understand, like, in this birthing phase, you pick the birthing phase. You pick how you want to show up in the current reality, right? So you have to consciously, with focus, be in the present moment and choose, like mentally, a higher timeline. You can see the person apologizing. You can see the outcome that you desire falling into place. See without a shadow of a doubt that you are getting whatever you desire, right? In little small increments, and then allow your vibration to adjust to that timeline, whatever that is, right? It's all about allowing it to take off with forward momentum so that you are communicating accordingly. I'm going to leave that there. Again, if something in this resonated with you, I swear it feels like I've been talking for like an hour. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, be well. Ciao.